Hello, thank you for your time. This is Travis Miller with Last Dragon Digital Marketing. So the point of this video is twofold. One, to give you some techniques, tips, and tricks you could use on your website to increase your online traffic, your leads, and your business. And two is to compare your website to a local competitor website, even a big brand name in the area, and see if those techniques could get them out of your backyard in Lawrenceville, and which will increase your online traffic and your leads. So I'll talk about three things: content, backlinks, and citations. And whatever I talk about here, they're free tips for you. But if you want to talk about that or anything else, please feel free to reach out and I'll be happy to talk to you. Otherwise, I'll show you these steps for your business. So first is content. So in your content on your homepage, you need anywhere between 1,500 to 2,000 words, just depending on the competition, number of keywords needed. So a keyword is anything that someone might type into Google looking for a particular service or product. So in your content, you could place keywords throughout to tell Google exactly what terms you want your website to be found for. So right now you got a nice laid out website, very eye-popping. You got your services right here, what you're about, blog posts, love that. But there's some things you do on the back end to even increase more searchability on Google with some relevant content and increasing keywords. So speaking of Google, if I was living in Lawrenceville, Georgia area, I might type this in: plumbing services, Lawrenceville, Georgia. Here's what typically comes up. Sometimes ads come up here and they're hit or miss. It's a good investment if you haven't already, but just data shows a lot of time consumers just skip over ads and they keep scrolling down the page. Some look at this, the citations, the map pack here. That's important. I'll talk more about that in a minute. But we call these organics right here. So we feel it's very important to organically be on the top of the page as much as you can for any kind of service you do or area you provide for. Not just Lawrenceville, but any city you go to around Lawrenceville. Typically, we don't count directories like Yelp and Angie's List because consumers, they're going to go to a local business, especially if it's an emergency type of service and they need a service fast. So your top competitor in the area is this Roto. You might have heard of them, but they have a lot of pages throughout the state, and there's a way to outrank this page right here. So the goal is to outrank them, your website to outrank them, to get you on the top of a page of Google. Even if you get close to them, you could get here or even down here. That's going to bring you value just getting on the first page of Google. So to do that comparison, there's a tool we use called Ahrefs right here, and here's your URL. So right now on your website, even though it's nicely laid out, you got some keywords going. You got 225 keywords. So definitely keep the keywords that you have, but you could keep increasing your keywords. You get very creative on the keywords that you use. So think about all the services that you do, all the areas you provide for, not just Lawrenceville, but got Buford right here. So you could want to keep increasing your keywords, have that high search volume. That's how you start matching your competitors and even outgrowing your competitors. Comparing that to Roto here, they're off page of Lawrenceville, Georgia, because their URL right here. Here's their numbers. So they're only using 31 keywords, but think about keywords. If you're having trouble increasing them, you could use some of these that are not on your website. Maybe all these are, but you do a deep dive in other websites and other competitors. So you take what keywords apply to you. It looks like all of these apply to you. You put those on your website, you tag them, you optimize them, and you start getting that search volume, and you start matching your competitors and even outgrowing them. Second is backlinks. So a backlink is anywhere where one website is linking to another website. Backlinks act like an endorsement of your website for others, and Google will use that to build trust in your business by seeing others vouch for you. So it's literally like a popularity contest as well. A person with the most backlinks wins. But keep this in mind, not all backlinks are created equal. It's important to have strong, relevant backlinks, relevant to your industry. If you have websites outside your industry linked to you, it doesn't give you that trust power with Google. So right now you're using 213 backlinks with 51 reference domains. Just compare that to a local competitor. We'll go back a page here. Yeah, they're using 736 backlinks with 20 reference domains. Again, they're kind of targeting Lawrenceville, Georgia. Great thing about backlinks, kind of like keywords, you don't have to recreate the wheel. You look at these, you look at the follow backlinks, and you can follow them as well on your website. You link them, and then you start adding backlinks every month, and you get closer to these numbers. So you're already beating them keywords, but they're beating you in backlinks, and that's why they're getting this traffic with Lawrenceville, Georgia. So the goal is to get closer to these numbers, keep increasing keywords to look more like this traffic than the little bit of traffic or you do have traffic here, but you're very close to them, 259 to 367. So you only need to increase your traffic just a little bit to even get on that first page. Then lastly is citation. So a citation is anywhere where your business name, number, and address are shown exactly on your Google business profile. Citations help you rank in this map pack here, which is extremely important for local businesses since this can generate huge amounts of revenue. So to do that, include directories like Yelp, Angie's List, Expertise, BBB, and there's hundreds of others you've probably heard of. Also, a great social media account presence works great too. So You want to be in the top 3 here. Much like on pages 2 or 3 of Google, consumers don't click on this button for more businesses. So you want to be right in front of the faces of consumers. So the idea is that your brand begins to be found by Google all over the internet. And the larger your online presence is, the more Google trusts you. So once Google sees you more often than these competitors, the more likely it is you outrank above them. So with your website, once your content, your backlinks, your citations, once they all come together, you really start to outgrow your competitors. And here's what you might be looking at, why that's so worth it. To be in the eyes of consumers here in the map pack and up here organically with all the services you do and all the areas you provide for. So not sure what your margins are, but imagine that would generate some pretty decent revenue. Also, there's usually many more keywords, as I said. It could generate more and more traffic and leads. So this is what I do. I create this for you to start generating those leads yourself online. But if you do find yourself wanting more to continue scaling as far as you want, feel free to reach out. I could help you out with that, give you some more information, or we just talk about your goals. I could do the research to find out exactly what could be realistic for your business, what it might take to reach those goals. So if you leave me a few lines of feedback, I'd like to hear your thoughts on this video. Plus, it helps me get better at making these videos for local businesses. And again, I'm Travis Miller with Last Dragon Digital Marketing. And thank you for your time. Thank you for listening. Hopefully this was informative. Much luck in your business. Have a great day.